Hi everyone, so welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to discuss what you need to do once you get your invitation for BCPNB. So this is for a express entry profile. So we'll go through what are the steps once you get your invitation. So here you can see it says invited. So once you get your invitation you have an option to accept or decline it. So if you accept, you go to continue, and then it'll give you all the details that you need to fill out again, as same as you filled out when you were submitting your profile. Unless if there's any changes, first you need to contact them and let them know that you made the changes. And yeah, I'm not gonna show any of the personal information, but basically all the information, all the address, your email address, your phone number, and all the details would go in this one. And then your education, starting with your higher secondary, it will ask you all the educational qualifications that you have, starting from your high school. And after that your graduation, if you have. After that, if you did any diploma, that one as well. Work experience, you have to show all of the experience that you have in your job in the recent years. Then this is the part where you put your family details. If you have a brother or father, mother, then those details would go in here. But if you have a husband or spouse, their information would also come in this one. Then this part discusses about your job offer. So what company you are working for, what's their address, what's their phone number, who they can contact if they need to contact that company. So that details will go in this one. And after that, these are the important part. So attachments, what documents that you need. So this is your XPS express entry candidacy, means the PDF that you will get from Express IRCC when you submit your express entry profile. Then what's your current status? That means if you're on work permit, that part will go here. Your work permit will you upload here. Then that's your biographical page of your passport. That means all the information that has your date of birth and your photo, and that part, the first page I think, would go in this one. Then your photograph. So there's a specific dimension for photographs. So you, when you go, they'll click up, take your picture, and they'll put on the back, they'll put the stamp of date and time and the place where it was taken. So you need to make sure that the photo is stamped before you submit it. So yeah, that's something they will know when you tell them that you want to submit your profile for PR. They'll give you the picture of those dimensions, and you can even ask them for a digital copy. So that's a valid driver's license. If you in your offer letter, if it says that you need a class 5 driving license, then you have to show that you have a driver license. Otherwise they will think that you don't meet the criteria for your job offer. So that's something you should keep in mind. LMIA, so this person doesn't need an LMIA because they are on an open work permit. But if you did get a work permit because of LMIA, then you need to mention it here, and then you need to upload that LMIA certificate. Then for your English proficiency, you need to submit your results. You need a CV or a resume, a recent one. So need to make sure that you update your resume before you submit it. Then that's your credential evaluation. So if you have a graduation from another country and then you come to Canada, then you have to do assessment of your credentials. So you can use WES, or there's I think 2 or 3 more agencies that do that. So you need to upload that certificate because you will get one certificate at the end. And then what is your qualification? If you did any degree or diploma in Canada, so you need to upload those transcripts. Even if you didn't do, then all of your information it would be covered under ECA. So if you did a graduation in another country, then that would come under this part. And after that, you will need to upload all your uh, transcripts. Even if they are completed in another country, it doesn't matter. So make sure you have everything scanned properly and a good PDF pictures. So That's something you need to keep in mind. So now let's see what other documents we need other than your personal information. So here is the professional eligible professional designation. So if you have, like in Canada, they have professional designation. So if you are an engineer or an agrologist, you get a professional designation. So that's PEng or PEng or P agrologist. So if you have that designation, then you can get 10, I think 10 or 15 points. I'm not certain what it is, but if you have been here for a long time, then I think you'd be eligible to apply for one of these designations if you are working in that profession. But if it's not eligible to you, then you just say no. The next one is your regional experience or regional alumni. So what this means is, if you are working in the same area where you studied, then you get 10 points, and those 10 points are very helpful considering your BCPNP's point-based system. So that's your spouse information. If they are in Canada, if they are working, they have what job they are working, your recent pay stubs. So that's all the information they need for your spouse as well. So these are the important documents that you need from your employer. So all the other documents you will have them with you, but these are the documents that you need from your employer. So the first document that you need is employer declaration form. So basically what is employer declaration form is, it will have all the details of your company and yourself, and then your HR has to sign it and send it back so that you can upload it with all the other documentation. So you can download a copy of it from the BCPN website. So basically that's how it looks like, and it will have your information, your company address, your legal name and everything, then your employer contact information, their email address, what's the date of your company, when was it established, what's your job title, hourly wage, or how many hours you work, what's your work location. So basically all the information that what you are doing with that company and what your company does. So that's it for the the employer declaration form, and at the end you just sign it and then submit it with all of your other documentation. The next one is employer recommendation letter. So this recommendation letter is for you, so they will say why they hired you or why they are working, they are giving you an employment, and why they want you to work with them for longer time. That's why they are supporting your PNP application. So basically that's all the information that you need from, not the information actually, but more of a recommendation from your HR. The next one is signed job offer letter. You can use the same job offer letter that you got when you got hired, but what I would do is I would just ask HR to write a job offer letter again, and date and sign it before you submit it, so just so that you have a recent job offer letter. The next one is detailed job description. So basically when you choose your knock code, when you're applying for PNP, you need to make sure that your job profession description should be somewhat similar to those um, job description given in that knock code. So you can contact your HR and you can work together to design a job description letter which matches that knock code. Then what is evidence of recruitment? So basically this is just communication between you and the company. That's like, when was your interview and how they interviewed you before they hired you. So basically that's pretty much it for the evidence of recruitment. Then what is company information? So company information would include, I would basically say, how many people you have in that office. If so your company has more than one office, then they can mention, they don't need to mention for the whole company, but they can just mention for that office how many people they have, what kind of work they do, and what they're planning in for future. Then the next one is certificate of incorporation. So this is basically the certificate when a business gets established, they need a certificate of incorporation. So the that basically means is that when they started their company, they got this certificate of incorporation. So that might be registered in Alberta and your company is in BC. So that doesn't make any difference, but you should have that certificate of incorporation. The next one is a municipal business license. So this license is should always be displayed in your office. So you can just take a picture of that municipal business license. So basically, it's every city they would issue a business license for all the businesses. So you just get a copy of that one. So basically, that's all the documents that you need from your employer. And I would say just contact them before or when you apply for your BCPNP so that they kind of know what they are dealing with. And yes, please let me know what do you think of the video, and please share and subscribe. Thanks a lot.